It's just 16 minutes to 10. We continue now. It's time for our 2140 feature. And today we take to South Africa's iconic Artscape Theatre, where a group of children with Cape Town's gang-infested town of Hanover Park are taking back their power. Stand Up 2 is a sequel to the original Stand Up GBV awareness production and culminates in a powerful declaration of self-worth and commitment to break the cycle of abuse, signaling a shift from survival to empowerment. Let's speak now to CEO of Artscape Theatre, Dr. Marlene Le Roux. A very good evening to you, and thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you so much for featuring this community, Hanover Park. And it is about changing the narrative of our society as well.
So for those who aren't familiar with Hanover Park, because we do broadcast to the continent and beyond, just paint a picture of the community and how this project is designed to help the youth of that community or the community at large to take back its power, so to speak.
It is important that tonight on the eve, we are commemorating the 60 years of District 6 force removals. That will be tomorrow. So when we talk about Hanover Park, it is about where the force removals has forced people from District 6 60 years ago to be on no man's land like Hanover Park. It's on the Cape Flats. It's invested with gangsters, and it is a narrative of violence. And this particular project, Artscape, as a theatre, we have partnered with Community Resource Centre, founded by Pastor Craven Engel, and he is using this particular centre to use the arts as a vehicle, as a different platform, to give young people a safe space, but also a space, an alternative space, not to join gangsters, and also to look at respect, humanity, and also to create confidence, resilience, and believe in themselves. Hence, because we have a program working in the community, it was and it formed part of our not just outreach, not just development. It is a must, like a theatre, that we need to tell the stories and the real stories of the people. Why is this so significant? It is about the President of South Africa has declared gender-based violence as pandemic, and how remarkable that a suburb like Hanover Park has heard this and listened to what we have said. And these youngsters have, with the help of Artscape, has put up an outstanding professional production.
So before we get to the production, I'm sorry to do this, but I do want our audience to get a sense of the levels of GBVF in Hanover Park and surrounding communities, just to get a sense of the day-to-day lives of the community and what they confront.
First of all, I want to say gender-based violence don't know race, don't know class. Gender-based violence takes place in all communities. When we come to Hanover Park in specifically, it's that these young people live with violence all the time. While they were rehearsing in their communities, there was gangsters, stray bullets. Most of these young people on the stage that's been fostered by Community Resource Centre, by Pastor Engel, his wife, and the community are orphans because of the stray bullets, or their parents have been killed by gangsters. Even coming from specific areas, they need to be escorted to their houses in order just to be safe. This is how violence are on the Cape Flats. It's a day-to-day pandemic. Just like gender-based violence, the violence overall of gangsters is pandemic on the Cape Flats.
So when Stand Up was conceptualized, how was it seen as being able to help them cope with, but also, perform their own activism? As you say, they have to brave stray bullets, violent environments. Some of them have no parents as a result of that. How do you help them re-engineer their current and their future?
We as Artscape, we don't partner with community NGOs if there's not a path where young people, it's not just a once-off. The production is just the end of what the community are doing for themselves. So through the Community Resource Center in Hanover Park, they write their own music, they write their own stories, and this play is a story that's built on a real life story that has happened where the the father is a gangster and how it affect, and also violence that happen in the household, and how this affect from generation to generation, and how it plays out, where it comes from. It's my culture that a woman must be submissive. It's our culture that a woman must respect a man as the head of the household. And all of this come through the play in beautiful music, but the message come out very clear. And then also the path of how do we take back our communities, and what is it that we're doing is also about, you can only be part of this particular play if you go to school, if you are also making an effort that you are at the practice every single day. And what we then do is that we then give this particular platform with all the professional infrastructure, because people mustn't forget that this theatre is a state theatre. And a state theatre must serve the people. So in this, it's a partnership that we have done, so that with the students that come to the play and being on stage, they bring also their parents with. So the parents are also introduced to another world, and it's also an inspirational to be here in a building which is safe, a building which gives them the technical skills, a building that looks at how can you make a career besides just being a singer or being an actor, also to look at the technical side. So we do also a career in the theatre side, so that the young people can know there is beyond the theatre, it is also how can you make use of this building.
All right. So you as Artscape are celebrating 55 years in 2026. Are there people, as you say, it's a state theatre, who've graced those stages, well-known artists who have also lent a hand to this project?
I think what is very important that we had also, where we do our scripts with Basil Apollos, which you know very well. We also work the late Diana Ferris. She was always on our stages, and then just before that, she also helped us with the gender-based violence. And we have a Women and Humanity Festival. It's from this that birthed the Stand Up production as per se. So various artists, well-known artists, were part of this and they guide. But what is also important, that the community, there's no such things for us as community artists. Artists are artists. And Hanover Park, wow, they have the best singers, the best dancers, the best of we were just amazed. It was just to tweak a little bit and to give them the platform. And we believe that if we give artists the opportunity and the stage that we need to give them, they will flourish.
Well, we really thank you for your time and the work that you do. I believe the Ndlovu Youth Choir is also going to be performing there this month. So that's at Artscape. And they're speaking to us about the project that they're doing at Hanover Park, Stand Up to the Production. And that they're speaking to us is Dr. Marlene Le Roux.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Dr. Marlene Le Roux is the CEO of Artscape. Brings the time to just about 6 minutes to 10. Let's find out what's coming up on African Diaries.